Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jibby-Verse. I am Jax, and we're going to go ahead and continue building the Jibby-Verse, Chapter 3. And I think for the time being, just going to focus on getting my base established, various craft stations set up, and trying to make it look nice. Not in too much of a rush to, you know, fight the Eye of Cthulhu or anything of that nature, but just trying to make sure we get a nice little start to our world. And if you want to see something in particular or have a suggestion for a way to approach our adventure, by all means hit me in the comments. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll have a good time. So I went ahead and added this second level where you can see I've got my anvil, my forge, and my workshop set up. Got a little chest here. Gonna try to maintain some order in my inventory. Thing that I always try but inevitably fail at. But one thing I would like to pursue in this playthrough is making my structures look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye and the senses. I'm a believer in synergy, and I think that in general it's a good thing, but something being too symmetrical, it feels cold, it feels generic. I want it to be more organic. So definitely going to work on just making the overall feel of my various homes and whatnot more welcoming. Hey, here's a sign. The Jibby-Verse welcomes you. Try not to get murdered. Alright, sweet. We will definitely adhere to that. Got our handy dandy guide Kyle. Got a little slime up there trying to encroach upon our personal space. We're going to go up there and deal with him with righteous indignation. Got him. And you see we had a little fencing to both sides. Again, just trying to make it look a little more homely, a little more inviting, things of that sort. So I do like to build big bases and have my various collections and discoveries and trophies and whatnot on display. I'm kind of a show-off. I like to be able to see all my swag. So today being Monday the 14th of May, I hope everyone had an awesome Mother's Day. Yesterday, told your mom or mother that you know or love, Happy Mother's Day. Made sure she felt appreciated. Always good stuff. Pay it forward. Keep the jibby flowing. I don't like digging up dirt and having the wall remain. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine, so it just makes it look a little bit more less jarring to the eyes, I think. A little better. Ooh, blue slime. thing I do find particularly maddening in Terraria is running out of wood. I imagine other players have this problem as well, but yeah, to me it just doesn't make sense how I have a really kick-ass idea for something to build and either I have no wood or I can't find where I stashed it, so definitely maddening. Okay, and here we got a living tree. So there should be a chest, a table, perhaps a loom or something if we go down in the tree, so let's see what we can see. One of our 2 torches. Gonna have to remedy that situation ASAP. Yep. And let's see what we got. Alright, a leaf wand. Take that. Take that. That is the living wood tree. Places wood, but makes it look more like this tree as opposed to the wood you typically see. Take some iron. Take some shurikens when we fight the slime king. Recall potion's always good. Torch is awesome. Archery potions I don't really use because I'm not really much of an archer. I just don't like how bad my aim is with them. Occasionally I will use a bow and arrow, but it's kind of the exception rather than the rule. That's a grasshopper. Pots galore. Look at all this pot. Another chest. Alright, first accessory. Second accessory, rather. Climbing claws. We'll go ahead and take those. Take some grenades. And bottles. Always helpful. Too. Lots of pot. Ooh, oh, there go my ankles. One thing I have made it a point to try to do as I've played this game over the years is try to integrate the use of items into my gameplay, like rope for instance. Never really used it before, but as I've started to play with it and see what its functions are, it's useful. What's this? Ooh, a spark. Wand of Sparking. 8 magic damage, 4 critical strike chance, no knockback, uses 2 mana and shoots a small spark. I believe that's definitely got to be part of the latest update. And I've run into this is the second one of those I've run into, so always good to get some new item, even if it is a weak little sparking wand. Still kind of nifty. Alright. Definitely going to take this iron. Alright. And we will head back this way. starting to rain. Oh, maybe it'll turn into a slime rain. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, be right back.
Jesse's girl. Oh man, you should saw me with that one. It was so funny. I was at the stop sign and some lady was like, I'm like, Jesse's girl! And then I drove away. And then she flipped me off and I'm like, you know what? Some people just don't have any fun in their life.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely true.
They didn't have anything there. Like, all their Lunchables are 2 for $5. They're normally like $2.99. So they literally had nothing there.
Oh.
So I just got her. What did I get her? Cheese?
You got her cheese.
Just got her cheese pizza. And then I got Bubba little mini hot dogs.
Oh, right on. Okay. So, let's see what we got. Another strange plant. Maybe we'll make a garden of strange plants, I don't know. Another chest. That's my beautiful girlfriend, Trinity Ninja, and our roommate, Crazy K, back from the store. Let's see, gotta find a body of water. So we can make an alchemy table and get our witchcraft on. I know I saw water the other way, but I am committed to walking this way. I have no doubt that eventually I will run into water. Alright. I'm 99% sure there's water this way. At some point, I will run into water. Now, because it's getting dark, we are going to run back to our little cabin. At some point I'll have to make a clock so I can see what time it actually is, but fairly certain it's getting to be dark. So we're just going to assume the worst and head back to our safety of our little cabin. Our home, the center of our proverbial Jibby-Verse. Alright. We got some sunflowers we can go ahead and plant. Stop the baddies from
Hear that, Spidey?
spawning directly outside. Maybe. There's one. Gotcha. And aside from being a pleasing aesthetic addition, the sunflower provides a little light, stops things from spawning quite so close to the homestead, so all good things. Finish adding these little aesthetics to the house, make it a little bit more inviting, and then we will call it a wrap for this chapter. I have some dirt here somewhere. Alright. Alright, so again, I'm gonna get ready to wrap up this episode, but one thing I do want to do is set something on fire with a little spark. But of course okay, here's our victim.
It's a petrified yondu. Get it? His yondu is petrified. Come on, that's gonna be fun. Do it.
Thanks. I'm dying. Okay. Alrighty. That seems like a good place to stop. Alright. Well, thanks for tuning in to Building the Jibby-Verse, Chapter 3 at this point. And I'll see you later.